All right, well, so let's barrel through some of these confessions, I think. I don't know.
I look at porn on my work computer.
Not a confession. If you're getting away with it, you're a hero.
I wish I didn't sit through every episode of The Cape. All right. Meanwhile, someone else in the same room. I've never watched Firefly.
Hey, you know what? Neither have I.
Oh.
Yeah, drink it in. There's my confession. Megan Gans wrote that line in that Community episode when Troy and Abed reveal themselves to be Firefly fans. I've never actually seen it, but
I've never watched Community. This one might be the most revealing and shocking confession of them all, just because in its simplicity. I've hurt a lot of people, but I feel worst about not feeling bad about any of it.
Well, yeah, that's you're a sociopath, right? And you know that, and you're afraid of getting caught, and that's the only thing that drives you.
What's the most shameful thing you could say? What's something that you would just be like?
I think it's closely related to that. I think the most shameful thing I could say is how little I care about other people's lives. You know, like I was in the bar tonight and I saw that there was another fucking shooting. And I don't even know. It's like we made comments about it and we talked politically and psychologically about it.
Dan and I met before the show, and it's that the shooting in the Sikh temple. Was it Wisconsin? Was it? Yeah, and it's like, just hot on the heels of that last asshole in the movie theater. And
it's my first response, of course. I'm from Wisconsin. I immediately and then we're talking about media coverage. We're talking about whether or not they should have given so much attention to the Joker guy, and it's just me. We didn't. I don't know what we're supposed to do. Get off our bar stools and run out in the street and stop traffic like in a Spike Lee movie and say, "Wake up! Everyone stop! Yeah. We're humans." But I don't think that other people exist, and I that is my most shameful confession. I think that if you started to care that other people existed, you would get absorbed by them and you would never be alive again.
But in some way, does that qualify you or disqualify you as someone that creates characters and writes shows about people and for people?
Halfway through your question, I started thinking about myself.
Halfway through my question, I was thinking about little boys.
I don't know. And I confess that in the hopes that we all go through that. But I've known people like our friend Daniel Gillies, who's on Vampire Diaries, who before he was on Vampire Diaries, heard about Katrina happening and jumped in his car and drove down to Katrina.
Yeah, and commandeered a bulldozer because Red Cross wouldn't let him have one because you have to go through all this rigmarole to actually be like in a vehicle helping people out. So he went to a neighborhood where nobody was helping, like one of the many neglected neighborhoods, and he just rented one. I forget how he did it.
I think he had to steal one because the government was like, you can't help people. You're not allowed to help. Helping people is worth $1. You have to go over to the line and get a helping people pin.
Future Elijah from Vampire Diaries. Is this? Oh, mate, I got to clean up this garbage, man.
He's Australian or Kiwi.
Yeah.
He's not even his country, and he's like, fucking people are drowning.
He's like, Jeff was just watching the TV, and I was like, I can't just sit at home and watch. I'm like, I did.
I could. I was like, whoa, flipping back and forth. Whoa, what's Jerry Springer doing? That's my shameful confession, is that I'm everything they want me to be. I'm a fucking breastfeeding baby on this tube that comes into your living room. That's one of those confessions, like the guy that confessed the cat thing. The couple of those were the thing. It was like the real crime. It's like when you're really confessing it, it's like, and I don't believe that the confession helps, because otherwise I would have confessed it a long time ago. A confession is something that you don't want to be true. And we're primates, so if you hide it long enough, it goes away. Cat shits on the carpet, dries, turns into crumbs, blows away in the wind. Take your shitty underwear, put it in the garbage. You never shit your pants, we forgot. You play with matches, mom doesn't catch you. It never happened. You murder somebody and the body goes away. You're not guilty. So confession is over. Here's the thing about confession. No fucking resolution. That's the thing, okay? Maybe that's how we slipped. I'm just stumbling into this. I took world history in 10th grade. The Catholic Church invented this concept of they would sell you absolution. Like they put a dollar value on it. That would be my next step, as I would say, write it down on a slip of paper. We'll read it out loud. Tell it to me or me alone. Give me $1. Now it's done. Now it's over. Now you didn't do it. Maybe that's not how confession works. Maybe confession just needs to happen and just bubble it up. It just becomes a froth, like a zit on your face. A blackhead turns into a whitehead. Maybe it stays painful. Maybe it festers. But maybe honesty stays the best policy. We confessed stuff that doesn't lead to us not having done stuff. I'm still a shitty person. I shared it with you though. It goes to the front of my brain. I don't know.